Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you a little midday money on a Wednesday, or a Wednesday as we like to call it, WINS Day. Welcome to the show. And I gotta say, I got my butt whipped yesterday. It was like one of those days I'd come home, and there's always like a Thursday. And I know like progress reports would come home, and I hated going home because I know you get progress report that I was doing bad. And I just took my parents didn't spank me. Come on, I was 220-pound sophomore in high school. But it was coming. It was just be a bad day. And I took one. It was a bad one yesterday, but that's sports betting, folks. I'm gonna have a bad day. I'm gonna move on. That's how it goes. Welcome. And speaking of which, I'll get to following us on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and wherever you're at. I was chatting with a cat just now on Twitter before, and somebody was doing some kind of whatever video, and I'm like, I just hate, fake people in this bit. Now, say what you want about everybody. I don't pretend like I'm some kind of millionaire line mover type cat. That's not me. I'm a grinder better. I say it all the time. Like, I don't come and say like, oh, I'm gonna bet this game because my numbers say this, and then I'm some originating guy or a sharp or what. That's I don't ever pretend to be that way. I'm a pro better. I'm a gambler like everybody else in this room. Maybe a little bit more disciplined because I got 20 years under my belt and can ride my waves a little different, ups and downs and peaks and valleys or whatever than anybody else. But man, if you're gonna pretend, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like today's day and age, this isn't 1988 or 93 where you could have like whatever. I could go on my rants, folks. If you popped into the late show last night, I rolled out. I showed some of the stuff for the football contest coming up in September. We'll see how good people are. As I said, I'll go head to head. I'll go head to head with people in NFL. I'm not ashamed to say I hit about 55%, and I ran down my numbers, had a couple 57s over the years. But listen, you think 60, 64, 70% is easy? Do that. I want to see 1,100 picks from somebody and go, 65%. Give me 60%. Let me see somebody go 55%. Hats off to you. I'll keep it. It's a grind. But anyway, that's my little morning rant. Good morning. Ray Reddington coming in. Tigers money line, Red Sox, Brewers, Indians. Thoughts? All right, so we got Motor City Kitties here facing Ohtani. I had the Tigers yesterday. First 5 in the full game. Tough one to go down with our guy Adele hitting what do we got here? Little plus money. It's come down. Take a shot. I can't. Right. I'm all about taking. I got a bunch of games today. I got totals. I got some run lines. Bad day yesterday. I'm gonna come back and fire away. It is just tough coming in on dogs. I'm gonna be honest with you now. It is just tough. And as much as I want to say, find a spot and take dogs, maybe we can. I don't know. I mean, Tiger, no play for me. Red Sox, yeah, I could say I had the Red Sox both games yesterday, doubleheader, and they're facing Haney today. Yeah, I would say Red Sox. You get swept off a double dip. Yanks are red hot, but I just don't like that pitcher for New York. So I would say Red Sox. Yeah, Brewers money line. Actually, I came in with Brewers run line. I got a plus 149 here with Peralta and Flannery. Flannery's been great. I'm not, he came back, and a lot of times first games back, I worry about a guy, how they're going to pitch, but he did not miss a beat. That being said, though, I'm like, plus 150, I will take a shot here because out of their games this year, they're all been decided by run lines. Every game in this series has been run line games. And I've said before, I don't like St. Louis's bats. I like maybe Milwaukee could scrape across a couple runs here and win this one 4-1 or something. So I'm taking a shot going run line with Milwaukee there. Indians money. I got the Indians. I took the Indians minus 105. So I'm on that with you. A lot of comments there. King D's in the house. Good morning, King. How are you today? Blue Jays or Reds killed me yesterday. Yeah, I had let's see. Blue Jays, where's my game today? Blue Jays money run line. Yeah, one of my losers yesterday. One of many losers. Let's see. Boston game 1, Boston game 2, Toronto 0-3 with the run line, Detroit 0-4, A's, Bassett line drive off the head, 0-5. Dodgers over 0-6. Philly 0-7. And Colorado I pulled out. So, I'll come in and tell you when we have a nice 5-1 day. And I'm going to come in and tell you when I have a crappy 1-7 day. I battle to like 10 games under, and then I take a shot like that, and it just kneecaps you. But as I've said before, folks, you're going to have good runs. You got bad runs. When you respond when you have a losing streak, whether it's a 1-5 day or you just go 1-5 during a week, depending on how you bet games, you're going to have games. You're going to have runs like that. How are you going to adjust your bankroll for that, to go for that? Because it's going to come. Whether you think it's not or not, because fades are rolling and minus 300 fades in baseball are coming in, there's going to be a time when you're going to lose 5 straight, and how you adjust your bankroll after those losses. Very important to be in long term if you want to bet. And if you want to make money, not just have fun and bet because you're like, whatever, I'm just betting to have fun. King D 1-2, that's a good for you. 1-2, take it. Take a 1-2 night. That's like a win. Reds, Blue Jays, White Sox, Phillies, Astros under. Reds, again, this is a huge number here. I got the over last night at 8.5, and I just took run line this morning at 140 here for Cincy versus Kid-Sampson. So that's where I'm on that game. Blue Jays, I came in on the run line again, minus 104 with Barrows. White Sox, I like the under here. I got the 9. So I'm on the White Sox here. Lynn's having a nice little season. Phillies, I had the Phillies yesterday. I got over 8.5 here tonight. So sidewise, I don't know. They're blowing. I said this yesterday about taking the Phillies. You got to beat these teams if you want to make the playoffs. Bryson Wheeler are 2 guys who get MVP and Cy Young consideration. If you win the division, can you beat an Arizona team that's brutal? No, they can't because they're Philly. Astros under the total here versus Kansas City, the 10. I'll go under. I got 9.5 last night. I got a 9.5 last night on this game. So not the best number there, but actually, you know what? I see a 9 out there. So maybe I moved. It was a 10, went down. I did Total Chaos last night with Tim and Ali Berger, and it was 10, but then moved to 9.5. So I guess I like the under. Tyreek, good morning. Good morning. Eric, bringing it. I guess that's what we're saying. Sup, Lex? How are you? Yeah. Eric. Keep it under. Arnold, always, man. Always. Eric, yeah, seriously. Come on. 55. 52. Morning, Patrick. I said two of my losing seasons in NFL, I had 52% winners record-wise, it came out as a small, big loss on the year. For me personally, it was like a winning. I bet differently than you could do on just a regular site, put in pick out. But still, it's tough. It is tough. Where are we at here? See, I go down too far, and then I lose my footing here. All these dudes clips. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Patrick says, Giants money line, A's, and the over. I came in San Fran minus 137. I came in. I'm at the point now where I have to. Not that I like to adjust in mid-August. With 80% of the season done, but I'll go money line here. Again, I don't like really going over like that 150 mark. So the 130, 140 range is somewhere where I'll go. Now, early in the season, this would be a spot where I'd be like, I'm going to take a run line thinking I could make money, But now, I got to get a win. I got to just get a win here. Tomorrow, will I be like, I should have took run line? Well, like anything. A game wins, and you say you should have had it or you should have bet more to that. But on Giants, this Met team, they're just in a flummox right now. Give me the Giants. The Giants, I think, are getting better every day. And they're believing more every day. Here, it's August 18th. They're still sitting in first place, still getting things done. So I think that just kind of builds and builds. Brian's here. They've been winning games. A's over, I don't know, like Patrick. No. Especially, all right, so last night's game's crazy, right? Bassett goes out. I'm still on the under here. I could see that kind of he's okay, but I could just see that kind of like not weighing on the players here, but just – it's a spot for me with Lynn on the hill. who's been fabulous. I mean, and with Oakland here, Irvin, again, White Sox lefties, okay. They might win games, but it's not like they're putting up 9 runs. A lot of these games, 2 runs, 3, maybe they hit the bullpen. Oakland's got a decent bullpen. And I like the White Sox bullpen, although it hasn't been as great as it's been. They brought in guys. It just hasn't panned out right now. But please, they'll get to their spot. So over here, I just can't see it. I mean, unless you tell me that Chicago puts up like a 10 spot, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it's come down a half run, 8.5. I like the under. Kind of like Washington first 5, Rangers first 5. I didn't throw any first 5s today. I mean, if you're going first 5s, you got to go dog style, right? I mean, let's be honest. You're not taking Cincinnati minus 300 on the first 5. That's crazy. But you want to take Washington on the first 5 plus 140? That one's not too crazy. Like, part of me was thinking, like, I'm going to take Gray. He's the big part of the deal. They got, Scherzer over to L.A. and Turner, and here he is, a good young guy come in, maybe stymie Toronto. And Toronto's been kind of an under team lately hitting. They haven't really been hitting a lot. So, yeah, you want to take a flyer with that at the 140 range? That I could see that. I like that one with you. Rangers plus 135, Folty Gonzalez. Again, this is a spot. I kind of like the under here for the game, as much as these guys are not good pitchers. But, yeah, why not take a flyer? You're taking a dog here, first 5. Who knows? Seattle playing a little better. I just, it's not something I want to bet on. I mean, as much as I'm taking a couple of fades, I can't back Seattle. So those are 2 nice little dogs, Patrick. Go for it. I'm pulling for you. Hey, you're on the Cubs. No, definitely not on the Cubs. Why would I be on the Cubs with this pitcher? This guy was terrible in Korea. Anio is over 4. Well, we're going to see it. Listen, though I look at lineup matchups like that and thinking, okay, these guys hit okay. But when are those games? Are they, recent? I look at more of how things are going now. All right. And Lynn has just been, the guy's been great. I mean, listen, you want to take a shot with the A's, it's one thing. I don't like it. I don't know, Pat. I just like the under. I mean, I'll let him hit Lynn and let him win 4-1. I don't mind. I just think it's going to be an under game. Hey, Dave, liking the Reds run line? Yes, I got the Reds run line myself, minus 140. Tampa Bay run line, go for it. I got the over 9 there. Braves money line. I got the over in that game, 7.5. I mean, the total looks low for me, but more in. I can see some runs being scored, as much as I don't like that Marlin offense. But Braves go for it. Cleveland money line. I got them 105. Brewers money line. I took a shot on the run line there. I went crazy. Took a 140 run line with Milwaukee. So I like your Milwaukee play there, Dave. I want a home run profit Tatis today, but it's only 150. That's crazy low. What's crazy low because I don't know, guys hit home run in 10 straight games, and the total's 14 out there. I'm guessing they expect every other guy on the team to hit a home run today out in Colorado. Good luck to you also, Pete. Pine Bluff, what's up? Llama love, always. Dell's coming. A good day. No run first inning last night. Is anybody liking the Twins under the 9.5? You know what? Plesac and Thorpe. I don't know. I know no opinion on that one. I kind of like Cleveland there, Dell. So obviously, I'm taking a road team. I want to see some runs on the board. King D, I do about 1 to 4 cards a night, depending on the matchups. Yeah, you got to sometimes you got to jump in early, like especially like football stuff. You got to jump in a little bit. Maybe not preseason. We've seen it preseason a little different, but a lot of times jumping in early pays off. But unless you win, doesn't make a difference. Casey Moneyline, can he complete the sweep? Right? No way Astros going to lose again. Why would he take a shot with Kansas City? At this point, though, here's the thing, Patrick. People at Kansas City, people at Houston game 1, right? And they're like, oh, well, I'm going to come back because there's no way they're going to lose again. And now you're like, If you had Houston both games, you're going to take Kansas City here? I mean, I'd take Kansas City. If I had Kansas City one of those first two games and said, you know what, I'll take a shot with Kansas City, why wouldn't you? I mean, Astros are struggling putting runs across the plate. So, you know my thinking. I mean, we did that on Sunday. I'm like, you know what? We're taking all the no way teams get swept. And listen, it was a losing Sunday, but I'm all for team going to sweep, especially when you're getting a big dog like this. Go for it. Go for Kansas City. Thoughts on the under over Tigers Angels? Listen, I would lean under here. You know, this game was cruising under. Two lineups. I'm not fans of. I'm not fans of, right? I go under. Jays dance under the 9. I could see under the 9 here. I think Barrows is going to shut things down. And I think as much as I got the Jays, I got them roll line minus 104. I could see maybe Gray, because he's new, youngster coming in and holding things in check, especially after last night's game. So, yeah, I would go under there. You know, I kind of like the under now. Brewers Cards under 7.5. I would. These two guys pitch well, and you got two offenses that can struggle. So under 7.5 there. Tampa Bay solo over to 5.5. Yeah, I got the Tampa Bay over. What do I got? Over 9 in that game already. So Tampa Bay solo team total, yes. Braves over to 4.5. Why not? I got a 7.5. I went over in that game based on I see these pitchers. I'm like, they just don't deserve to be 7.5. All right. I look at it again. I said at the beginning of the show, I'm not like somebody's gonna come in and be like, well, here's my theorems and I'm running different analogies. No, I see a 7.5, and I look up and I see, you know, Charlie Morton, who hasn't pitched well all year. He's decent. I mean, come on. And Luzardo, and I like Luzardo. I liked him with the A's, and he can come in and throw good. So maybe the 7.5 says that he's going to come in and go 7+ and strike out 12 guys. Maybe, but he is what he is. I'm going over, though. I'm going over. I told you, I had a Luzardo Cy Young ticket last year. All right. I mean, I like the guy. Tampa Bay over 2.5. That's the team total. What is that? Or are you talking run? What is it? 2.5 for the first 5? First 5, go for it. Tampa Bay minus a 2.5. Go for minus 2.5. We know the Orioles are bad. What's there to say about the Orioles? You can hit the like button. Yeah, why not hit the like button? Hit the dislike button. If I was not a good day in the picks, give it a dislike and say you're terrible. I don't, come back another day when we get off a win. Rockies game under 14. I mean 14. I know, Eric. I took the Rockies. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a shot at the Rockies here again. I've had them the first 2 games. I'm coming back on them. You should do more shows like your channel, Chris. I do midday and I do late show. We do 14 shows a week. Yeah, I do 14 shows, babe. Well, actually, I'm not 14 yet. It's in a week and a half. It'll be like 14 all the time. So there'll be a lot of shows. We do shows, kid. Don't you worry about it. You'll get sick of me. But this giant pumpkin head comes on here. I'm tired of him. You think the over in the Braves game or money on? I got the over. I went over 7.5. Again, I can't – one free pick. My free picks are terrible yesterday. I can't come in here and tell you to take one. And I'm going to give you the one, and that's the loser. Today I go 4-1 or something. And you know what? Over Yankees. Over. You know what? Start the day right. Hit the over the Reds game. They should score 10 against this guy. Or even Molly on Hill. I've mentioned him before. His home splits aren't that great. So they'll get to 10 runs by the 5th inning. Start your day off nice with that. Then you can roll down to this Yankee game because Haney's going to give up 5 runs in 3 innings. So you got the over there. And then night action, let's go under Houston or the White Sox. That's where I'm at. That's how I'm going to roll it out for you today. Hard to back in. Public all over the Sox in the line shop. Yeah, well, I mean, it's everybody's fading Haney, and why wouldn't you fade him? The guy's been bad coming to the Yanks. I mean, he comes in, he gives up a 4 spot right off the bat. He's not even he doesn't even walk over the foul line, and it's already 2-0 visitors before he's even thrown a pitch. And come on, Yanks won 5 in a row, 7-10. They're 5 back at Tampa now. Boston's dropped 2. I mean, I'm sure everybody saw it on Twitter. The Yanks were 10 games back, and now they're ahead of Boston. Did I see that coming? No, I did not see that one coming. I think the Rockies pulled a sweep. I got the Rockies today. I took the Rockies. I got plus 130 on Colorado, Tyreek. Stimmy's in the house. What do you say, my guy? Thoughts on early action? Mets under 8.5. Money line Colorado. So I have San Fran minus the 137. Under, maybe because it's a day game, I lean under here, and the Mets are reeling a bit. So I could maybe see the under in that spot. I mean, they lost 5 in a row. They're not playing good, right? I mean, San Fran's won 9 of 10. They're really running up. So that's why I almost came in run line here on San Fran. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just doing a 137. I can't. I've just been losing these games, and I can't get fancy and think, let's go run line. I gotta get some wins under my belt, get a little momentum going into football. Colorado, I'm on Colorado full game. Angels money line versus Tigers. This game, someone else earlier who I liked, if I had a side or a total, I got nothing on this game. And then the crazy thing is, like that game, I have like a dozen other games I bet today. That's not one I liked it. I didn't like it at all. Red Sox first 5, the Yankees full game plus 550. I can get behind that one. Why wouldn't you bet that one? Why not? Put a quarter on that. A little something. I mean, you cannot see Boston being up like 5-4 or 3-2 or 4-3 or something like that, and then the Yankees coming back and win this game 7-6. Nah, it's all right. You're new to the channel, Chris. It's all right. It's all right. And listen, so the late show, I did it like last night. Again, now it's kind of a short little show. Like yesterday was kind of recap of the day before because we only have one Thursday game. And there's 2 Friday games, so not much there. And I just kind of talked about maybe you'll do some because it's still slow time. Let's be honest. It's preseason football, but it's not a lot. So, we'll do a NFL division preview this weekend. And then next week we'll finish up the NFLs and move to college football. We got college football on the 28th. Next weekend we got college football starting up. So we'll hit those things. It'll be every day. They'll be a little longer. The late show is usually a little shorter than the midday here show because we cover so many games, and I try to really hit all the comments. Obviously, going ahead here as we hit September, the shows aren't going to be half-hour long shows. I can't do it because everybody's going to want a million games. I'm going to have to just come with the games. And I've said before, haven't kept records since February on this. Even though we've had a couple bad days, I think the people in the chat will agree. We've been here a long time. The show's picks here have been plus money, but I want to get it more organized. So every day there'll be how we've done, so people kind of know when they come in, stuff like that. And just a little, I can't just, with so many college NFL games, I'm not going to be able to hit everybody's comments. So that's why you're going to have to come back. Leave a comment. I'll try to get to them when we do the show, but there'll only be a couple picks. But where are we in the thing here? Also, Angels first 5. I can't do the Angels-Tigers game. Only game I don't like. Reds in the over. Absolutely, King. I'm on them. I got Reds run line. We're not laying $3 with the Reds. This isn't, this isn't the big red machine. This isn't even like Jose Rijo and Eric Davis, Barry Larkin, Chris Sabo, Spuds McKenzie Reds. Come on. Let's not get carried away. We're not laying $3. Yeah, exactly hard to do. I mean, if 7-1's hard, 1-7 is even more hard to do. But hopefully, you know what though? Do you fade though off of somebody who like the day before you go like 4-2 and make money with underdogs? Is somebody coming in and being like, I'm going to go opposite this guy? He had some dogs. That's the thing, because you have a winning day with some underdogs in there, plus money stuff. It's tough to just come in and fade totally. But if you did, good for you. Wonderful. I hope you faded me. Come and give me a like. Be like, man, you're terrible. Here's a like button for you. Atlanta money line with Morgan. Yes. Cincy run line. Yes. White Sox under. Yes. Toronto on the run line. Gracious. That is where we're at. Got Reds 9.5. I still go over. Go over. Listen, I got the 8.5 last night. I mean, I got to fill the 8.5. It's 9.5 this morning. So a lot of the totals and stuff I put up, I do it the night before. The thing with as much as I said this before, King, I don't know. Like we had the Be Live, and I'm onto the StreamYard. Like you have to like the Be Live. I could come in and just adjust the banners and stuff. Whenever here, I had to like create a studio, and then people could come in, and there's nothing there. So it's last night I did the late show, and then I put games in for ahead of time. So I don't know. So the lines might have moved a little bit. We're gonna that's gonna happen sometimes, but I'm still gonna like the over. I mean, if I take an over 8.5, I don't think the score's gonna be 5-4. I'm thinking the score is gonna be 10-6, and it's not in doubt. Like this, I say this all the time. I don't take a 2.5 point dog, a 3. I'm taking a dog at 3.5, thinking I'm going to lose by 3 or 2 or 1. No, I'm going to take a money line at +2. And if I'm laying 7.5, I don't care 7.5 or 8.5 because I think they're going to win by 15. So yeah, the half run there basically is not a difference for me. I think the Reds should put up an 8 spot themselves here. And Molly's going to give up a couple runs himself. 3 units on a Reds run line and Milwaukee. I like them both. there. Stimmy says, if everything you thought was wrong, the opposite might be right. You're going deep on me, Stimmy. You're going to be the new doctor in here. Hit the like button. You know, Allie, how we do. You got to hit the like button. Taking Philly's first 5 minus the half run. Look for them beat Diamondbacks. Well, I hope so, King. I got the over there. I had Philly yesterday. And as I said, if you think you're a good team, and we can go into multiple times I say this on here because this is my thinking sometimes. I mean, like you're in first place or second place, you're fighting. How do you not beat a bad team? I mentioned this when we had a short fade with the Padres against Miami. I'm like, get the job done here. Now, obviously, I've been fading the Padres of late, but come on, Philly, you're in second place here. You have a shot to jump up on Atlanta. You're losing. You're in first place or tied basically, or a half game back, and now you've just lost to like Arizona again. Now come on, win the game. You're better than Arizona. Get out there and win the game. How about the Yankees going for the sweep? The only problem with this is, and everybody is betting Boston because you see who's pitching for the Yankees. The guy is terrible. As I said, he's going to give up. I won't be shocked. Where's the problem of him giving up a home run in the first inning? I won't be shocked if he gives up a home run in the first inning here, Will. I call you Will, Chris Will. That's your last name. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not shocked here why people are, the line's coming down. People see Haney on the hill and like, I'll forget this. No way the Yanks sweep. Boston's good. Okay, I get it. They're a good team. I'm in Philly. It's very disappointing. Yeah, I mean, come on. I don't even like Philly. Philly's, I'm no Philly fan, but, green is green, and you should beat Arizona. You're killing. Bryce is having a nice little run. All right, Tatis is probably back in the MVP lead, but he is now he's in the outfield. He's a running to the wall to catch a fly ball away from going back on a DL for 2 weeks. And Bryce is chopping. Come on. Wheeler's having a great day. How are you going to waste these two guys' good seasons? When you get a down season from Atlanta, a totally down season from the Mets, and you got the Nats in a rebuild, which let's be honest, they're going to reload again, and they'll be back. They can bring in a pitcher, and the bats aren't terrible there, so they're really kind of blowing it. I'm not saying they're going to go anywhere. They got to still beat the Brewers or the Giants or the Dodgers or even whoever. That's not the point. The point is that you're blowing an opportunity here to make the playoffs. They're not easy to get there. Atlanta's saying, you know what? Maybe we should win them. Maybe we should win the East here. Everybody's giving up on us. Thank you, New York Mets, for forgetting how to hit the ball and your pitching falls off a cliff. So, but all right, I'm going to come back tonight. We got Day Baseball coming. Oh, we got a new comment here from Kyle. Hey, Kyle, how are you? Columbia's in the house. Look at that. I love it. You like the Blue Jays say. We like the Blue Jays also. I got a little Blue Jay run line, minus the 104. We like Barrows, so I'm with you on Toronto. Let's get it done. Yeah, baseball's definitely getting tough. No doubt about it. Just because, you see the lines. They're humongous. And for me, it's run lines or, totals. It's definitely totals now, but it's run lines or nothing. I'm never coming out to lay one, maybe I'll get into 150. Maybe I'll delay 150. 140s, 150 is the top. I got a 140 today. But yeah, it is. The good thing is that in 2 weeks, when we get a full slate of college and NFL, it's going to shift. The books are going to move. Everything's going to move over to NFL and college football, and people concentrating on that. So maybe we'll be able to grab a little bit of value here in baseball. But teams that have given up and teams that are just going to bring up young players, yeah, it's bad. I was waiting, and this is going back to June when I had a bad run in baseball. I did. I had a good start to baseball, a bad couple weeks, had a good run, then again, bad run, good run, back to a bad run last few days. There is no way I'm making money with 59% winners in by phase in baseball. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to come out here and be like, well, you know what? The phase are hitting, so I'm going to take all these $2 faves and get some cheap wins under my belt. I'm not doing it. I'm not betting that in my accounts. I mean, granted, would I do maybe like a little $50 3-team or something? Like, you know what? I'll take a shot here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. And then I go 2-1 and I'm doubly pissed off. So I'm not doing it. Hopefully I find a little value going forward as football starts. We could grab something here. I could chip away and maybe get to a 500 record and be down a little bit. It is what it is. You got to be able to manage your betting and your account and how you bet. I mean, I'm going to be 10, 15 games under 500 for the year. So be it. But it's not going to crush me. It's not going to crush me. No, it'll be a little bit of losing season. And it should be only a little bit of losing season. You shouldn't be betting crazy thinking you're due to win, because of whatever, whether because you think a fade's going to come in and end a streak or a dog's going to come in and end a streak. Hey, Dave, how are you? Mets over the 8.5, Mariners money line. I'm with you on Mets over. I got San Fran for the game here, but I could see some runs being scored. And basically because I think San Fran's going to hit the Mets, and maybe the Mets score a run or two. I don't know. I just think San Fran's going to beat up on them today. Mariners money line. I can't. This is a game here. Mariners, Twins, and Tigers, Angels. I almost said Seattle Angels, but two games I just do not like on the board today. Did not play. Yeah. I mean, seriously. I mean, if people, but see, with baseball, like now, I'm not sure how books are not getting crushed with the amount of phase rolling in. I mean, it's not like the Reds are laying $3 today. Come on. You got to pick the spots. I mean, listen, I'm firing a lot of totals today. I got like 10 total. I'm coming total heavy, a couple run lines. I got a Colorado as a dog. But, hey, it is. You got to – sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't, Stimmy. I say this all the time. Today I like to get – tomorrow's card's a little softer. Not many games. Maybe I won't like anything. Same with NFL. Liked a lot of games last week. I'm doing a schedule this week. I'm like, man, what? I'm kind of tossed up at spots. So you got to. It's anything. You got to pick your spots, find your value. Things. It's your value. Don't listen to me or anybody else. It's your money. Think what you think and then go for it. Try to get it done, Mr. Reliable. You know it, Hector. You know how we do. We're all right here again. We're good. School's starting up on Monday, so that'll be interesting down here. First day, new school, new house, new city, new state, new school. See how the kids go. I just got their schedules today. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, Hector. You know how it is. But listen, we'll come back tonight. We'll do a little football tonight. And we'll talk about Thursday, Friday games and whatever. But thanks for popping in. We'll be back. Your late show, 10 o'clock. And midday money tomorrow. Markel's coming in late here. What do you got here? Astros under? Yes. Phillies under? No, I like the over. White Sox money line. I can see that, but I like the under there, Markel. But that's a wrap. Padres under 14 big waves. I'm trying to make it a wrap, but I like answering people's comments. I think they're begging you to take the under there. I think you got to take the over just based on it's a 14. All right. We're getting out of this puppy. Everyone have a good day. Day baseball about to start. Let's go. Have a win and one. We'll see you tonight. Come back for the late show if you're around, 10 o'clock. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Same time for midday. Bye bye.